What's up, everybody? I am so happy to be with you guys. I'm going to be answering this question by Macaulay. I hope I pronounced your name right. Thank you so much for your question. We're talking about destiny swapping, and I think there is some not understanding of how destiny swap can work in so many ways. The most important thing you have to understand is intention. Intent is so major. It does not matter if a person knows you or doesn't know you. Intention is very powerful. So let's read his question, which says, I was just curious as to I'm on holiday abroad, and if someone I've never met or spoke to or interacted with walks past me and kind of brushes elbows with me, would that be enough to destiny swap with me, even though they have no clue who I am or what my destiny or energy is? Okay, it's a great question, so I want to do a video on this. Destiny, when it comes to energy is very powerful. Even a little bit, one drop, one speck of sand of it is very, very powerful. It's what you do with it, is how you can really impact with that power. Okay, so someone doesn't have to know you. It's great if they do, because it becomes even stronger, but they really don't have to know you. If they just brush upon you or whatever, again, they don't have to know you. The thing is, when people are going to destiny swap, right? Destiny swap can handle in two ways. It's based on knowing somebody, right? There's something in their life you want, or you want their exact life because you don't have it. You're going to swap destiny with them, or you're going to swap their life. Destiny swap means swapping out their life, taking from their energy, placing it on themselves, and giving you their life. So their life might not be doing well. They may be suffering. They may be going through something, and you look like you have everything going for you. I want to take that. Okay, that's one way of destiny swap. Another way of destiny swap is collecting energy. So if you saw the video, which you said you watched all my videos, so the first video I did was based on that man in Louisiana who was really eager to bump elbows. Come on, touch my elbow, touch my elbow, touch my elbow, right? There was an intent for energy. There are people out there who will collect a certain amount of energy, utilize it, and then swap it out. Okay, hold on one sec. I want to make sure. Okay, and swap it out. Okay, they don't have to know you. They may be working on certain intentions and need a certain amount of collected energy, okay, from others, that there is an intent to collect. All right, so they don't have to know you. There is no need to know. This is all about energy. Energy moves through people. Energy, we are each walking batteries of energy. If I don't have enough energy and I need a certain amount of energy to do what I want, it's not a great way to do it. I personally don't think, especially you're taking energy from other people without permission. This is what a lot of people who are very knowledgeable on understanding how to work with energy know how to collect energy, okay, to destiny swap. Now, destiny swap is, in that case, is taking a certain amount of energy, which pulls on your energy, pulls on the framework of whatever you're going through. It could be not forever, but for a certain amount of time. You'll see, like, maybe you applied for a job, you're that close to getting it, and then boom, you don't have it, right? Or whatever else. They're collecting. It's like food, right? You have a plate, right? A buffet. I'm going to take this chicken. I'm going to take these vegetables. I'm going to take this rice, and you put it on the plate. This is part of how you can destiny swap. You're taking a little bit from each container in each container. So that means I need to, whether it's the elbow, or the elbow was specific in that video, okay? But it can be beyond the elbow, okay? Just literally brushing up on you. So a lot of times the brushing up is either coming up on the shoulders, coming up on the arm, the elbow, the hands. You carry a lot of frequency here, all right? Especially in the palms of the hands. Anything, this whole part, what we would say, this is the whole hand, right? You're taking energy from it. So it doesn't matter. They don't have to know you from a drop of paint. They don't. It's the intention. Everything is intention. It doesn't matter. They don't need to know your name. They don't need to know anything. I mean, if you want to drop your name or give, that's all good. A really good example of destiny swapping happening is with Miss Kirk. All right? That the type of hugging she's doing, it's very uncomfortable to other people. She's destiny swapping. Anyone with seer's eyes or in the spacing that I'm in will see, oh, home chick, destiny swapping. Okay, she's taking on energy. She's taking on, and she's building, right? So she's taking, especially that tapping of the head, the order. You don't want nobody touching your head. She is invading by pulling energy, right? And she has them in a clutch where they can't, moving would, if they just move away sharply, it will look like, oh, very offensive. They're all worried about the public eye. We say, fuck the public eye. Chick, you ain't doing that, right? You don't have permission to touch my head, right? But back to this, right? Anyone, whether you're walking, sitting, it doesn't matter, okay? It doesn't matter. If they have an intention, it's all it takes. They have a focused intention of collecting energy, taking energy. That's all they need. Collecting it like they're making a plate of food. And then they'll take it, do whatever to help in elevating their life. And you will see whoever they've taken from and collected, they may lose something. Something may, not be the same in energy. That's why in our world, we talk about protection 101. You got to protect yourself. You don't protect yourself, you open. And seers or people in that who are wanting to take energy like that can see who's open and who's not open, who's protected, who's not protected, who's literally in that spacing, right? That's how it's done. I hope that answers your question. It doesn't matter. You can be abroad, you could be in America, it don't matter. Once a person has intent, okay, intention is all that's needed. Right? The moment you allow it, the moment they come across, right? So we always talk about protect yourself before you leave the house. Shield up before you leave the house. That is very important. You shield up so that you're not an open walk-in touch museum, right? Where people come up and they're touching your art, touching you up, right? And you're just open, you just allow it to come through, all right? You should watch the movie with Denzel Washington called Fallen. It really shows how frequency, how energy works. It don't matter, all right? It doesn't matter if they know you or not, all right? I hope that helps you. Thank you so much for the question. Loved it. And I look forward to more questions from everybody else. I hope this answers other people's questions as well of how this can be done, all right? Mwah. Bye, guys.